best. And now we did see a lot of reactionary-ish drops last game. We talked the former Istanbul and Powerful. They dropped out in the PUBG last game, kind of surprising there. And then we had the guys in Futbolist. We didn't really know what to expect from. Now, Northern Lights, they're out early. Avangar going out early alongside Riddle as well. So these three teams, at least, have kind of gotten the place to call their own. Seemed like Force were going down towards Farm too. So that's kind of been a change where, or a place where change won't be seen for a while, I would assume. But let's see what these other guys have in store.
Avangar going to be very happy. Finally, don't have to rotate massively around. They get their spot with no problems at all. And this will also see kind of, I think, where we'll see the majority of teams get their favored spots, right? There's not going to be real problems for teams across the board to get to where they want to go. So maybe this will be the most normal game we've had thus far.
Could be. Could be. Seems like Seekorg will once again make their way up towards North George. Powerful going that direction as well. So they're going to be squaring off. Potentially. Could just be them looting each their corner and then make the way on out safely as well. But could be a bit of a confrontation coming in there at some point. I'm sitting and I'm looking around for Gamerlegion. Where are you guys? Oh, I see them now. They're up by school in Rostock. Okay, so they're going up there, but they might just have wanted to go down towards Ferrypier because this could potentially be a military circle.
Oh, I love it. I love to see it.
It's so one of those, one guy calls in a change, and then whenever they see this, it's like, why did you say that? Why did you have to change the plan? I mean, I guess the plan wasn't exactly perfect for Ferrypier, and they knew that Force loots on the western side of Farm, so having to fight for vehicles, potentially getting into that rough situation where one gets a weapon, the other guy doesn't. It's a dangerous situation to be in. And for them to know that Rostock is free, despite having a place where they can loot safely the past two games, that just goes to show they're really, really aware. I mean, when you have a spot that you get to loot uncontested 2 games in a row, you wouldn't expect them to sit and think at the same time about what else is free. But for them to know that school and, or that at least Rostock was open is a really nice reaction play from them.
Now, that's one thing I want to see, right, is like, when you talk about in-game leaders, you have to have the respect of all the players you've got with you. So that's one thing you have to look at, where if you do make a decision like Gamerlegion did there and it doesn't work out, you see a circle that doesn't go in your favor, they just still have to say, let's ignore it, we can't talk about it, we won't focus on it, we just got to play our A game. And that's just one thing if you're an aspiring player coming up there, you're a team that maybe wants and dreams of competing in contenders. When you've got an in-game leader, respect that man, talk about the problems afterwards, focus on the game at all times.
Believe me, I mean, having casted as many games as I have in this game up until this point, you can never give up in PUBG. PUBG is the game of crazy, unexpected things to happen that happens. I mean, you can never at any point just blatantly give up in a game of PUBG. There's just no room for it. You got to always play it to your best. And yeah, sure, circles can go in the opposite direction, but then it's up to you to be the better player and prove that circle wrong and get the win anyway.
That's exactly it, right? Just because you don't have the circle doesn't mean you can't walk away with the win. Avangar proved that just earlier in Game 2. And honestly, I got to say this, Toby. I know I said it last time as well. I really could do with commentating more than 4 games a day. I get to the point now where I'm like, this is Game 3. Oh, man, this is getting close to the end of the day.
Yeah. Time goes by in good company. At least that's a Danish saying. I don't know why.
Oh, I'll take that. That's kind.
Yeah, and it does. I mean with these games, with the action, there's so much to talk about all the time. You can have games where there's just not a whole lot. But we see so many smart things happen. That 360 from Fuse right there, loved it. But no, just in general, we see so many nice things, strategic plays, wise decision makes. That's that thing with Gamerlegion going up into Rostock, not something that most people would have caught on to. But the fact that they know, as I said before, they have been looting Ferrypier completely uncontested. Yeah. Why would they even bother to look for another place to be open? And still, they drop there, and they didn't even have to scan anyone off. No one was there, as far as I know. They just knew this is open. We can go there on planes that don't allow us to go Ferrypier. Really, really smart plays that people don't tend to notice, but it's I love to see it.
It's the little details that matter the most. And I'm going to say it again. I'm absolutely loving my time here doing PUBG. I'm loving the time we get to do this. And thank you to all of the viewers right now who are tuning in for Contenders, because you have 7 days a week PUBG action. Because when it comes to Friday to Sunday, you've got PEL going down as well. We are so blessed with this circuit, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
Also, before Moomin starts shooting Zoekt Een Naam on the bridge, can we get some hearts in the chat for James because it's his birthday today? Just throwing it out there. gotta get some hearts in the chat for James. Happy birthday, James!
Thank you very much. I was very kindly greeted by Erangel. He's the head observer for the PUBG overall wounds, and we're getting a bit of a fight going on straight away here. Eyeball. Oh no!
How did that pulling off the drive-by just might not be able to get the finish off here, but I have an American friend in K-Mind. He used to do this all the time on stream. One of the guys that kind of become famous for doing so. Jump over to that passenger seat when you're alone in your vehicle, take that gun on out, and you're gonna catch people off guard. And Eyeball sure got caught off there, but now the pull-up comes in.
The team kill comes in. They come spraying.
No, they ran him over.
They killed off Eyeball, but they are going to kill off the K2-3 players. But Mamino, he's thinking, can I do some damage from here, or do I just need to get the hell out? And he's getting on that bike. Yeah. He's looking to run away, but there's going to be a lot of players from Zen looking for the spray down. T-Bone got knocked as well, and this was a crazy fight. If you had all of K2-3 there, they might have actually won that out, potentially. Yeah. That could have been a very interesting early battle, but one that doesn't benefit either team. And Zen, I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to come to the rescue, but hitting him with your car, not the most ideal position to start from.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, because they even had a chance to rest him. I mean, they got out of the vehicle. Sure, they got T-Bone knocked, but they immediately got the knock in return, so they could potentially have gotten that rest on up. But unfortunately, Eyeball, down he goes, and that's the second game now where the in-game leader goes down somewhat early on in the game. This time really early on in the game. But hopefully that won't make things too hard for them. I believe Zoekt Een Naam got 5th place last game, so it's not that they had a rough game just because Eyeball went down. Hopefully, though, with them being on military side already, the circle will go their way too.
He's just sat there like, don't worry, guys, I'll sit this one out. I got faith in you.
Like, guys, can you rest? Okay, no, never mind. I know who's sitting out next week. I guess they will, because it's Group B or playing. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Grishka, long range with the SLR, trying to see if he can do some damage. They haven't taken any boats yet. And that's the thing for those of you guys who might not know, there aren't unlimited boat spawns and they aren't random either. When we play on these servers with the esports mode the way it is, you have the Flaming Dash, you have the Camouflaged US, and also the boats, they only spawn in certain spots. And believe me, all these players, they know exactly where those spawns are. So either you take them and get across early, or you can do like we saw with Grishka right there from Force, sit and try to bait them out, see if you can get an opponent to jump into that one, because that could potentially be a free kill for you.
And there we have it. Avangar grabbed themselves the boat. They're going to be taking their little ride over. They're wanting to make sure they can safely get over towards the military base.
Wildcats as well. Off to, I don't want to say rough start, because sure, their vehicle is getting shot at, but it's not like that's going to be the end of the world for Slibby or for his teammate. I want to know what we should call him. For the rest of the day, I'm going to call him Kurturkan. Just because that's Kurturkan.
How am I supposed to hype that up? Oh, Kurturkan.
Kurturkan gets the kill.
Sounds like something from South Park.
You cannot tumble. Oh, that's the first time.
Oh,
I guess technically, Eyeball got killed by his teammate too. But that was a little more of a hectic one, right?
Eyeball's one I'm not going to complain about. It's like not good, but it was acceptable. The Besiktas one, I can't see if they're in a fight right now, but it wasn't a fight that we got to saw.
Ooh,
oh, they are in a fight, and it was on a bike.
Finished off too. That is unfortunate. Now, I guess fortunately, his knock didn't get stolen, which means nobody got points off of it. But that is a rough way to lose players. And Seekorg, we talked about them getting some points early on, getting off to some better starts, and now they have a chance. Ultra down immediately.
Ultra finds himself knocked. Simsy can hear what's going on. Ultra's instantly finished off as well. Do Seekorg have the understanding of this? Simsy's going in for it. The players start lining up, and the headshots galore. Simsy on point, ripping him apart. He gets himself a kill and a knock in there as well, trying to hold on. Locke's coming in on the backup, and Seekorg, once again, things just aren't going their way. Can he hold on here? Philu trying to spray away, being very cautious, trying to look for some cover as well, scared of where the nades might come from. Zen's eliminated Simsy, so it's not going to work out well for Besiktas. And once again, this fight goes down between Besiktas and Seekorg just can't catch a break.
Yeah, the third party is coming in from the side, and as we see the circle, I believe it might just have gone back up towards the northern side. So with all these teams trying to fight their way over towards military, they might just have to come on back. Furex is nowhere near his teammate. He's all the way, as you can see, up by the lighthouse, and Philo, you do not want to push on this. Throw those nades in there. You don't have any more of those, unfortunately. But throw the nades in, try to see if you can do some damage. And Page now, well, he's just going to be driving straight on through it.
Yeah, he can run away from this. He's got a few shots being fired at him by Furex. Look how far Furex was away from the rest of Seekorg. Man, that is just so rough for them.
Yeah, they were trying to hold the bridge position, and with Besiktas pushing up, they just got caught off there. Unfortunately, Furrek's not in the position to really push on over and help. But as you can see, Gamerlegion is saying, we're used to loot here. We know the terrain, and this is our place to fight. And now they have a chance to third-party this engagement.
Yeah, this could benefit Gamerlegion massively. Potential to wipe out 2 teams. Furrek's looking to try and help his teammate out here. Lux is all alone up in the tower as of now. Gamerlegion, they're taking this slow and steady. I fully respect this. Bjorn, point man further forward.
I was going to say, I like this, Bjorn. I mean, Gamerlegion have been taking casualties on one player getting too aggressive and getting picked off early, and them not really getting the info they need to start the fight off right. But here, they're playing it super careful. They're playing it super slow. And now Furrex nade, bounces off. That could have been the kill they wanted. Second nade comes in. Lux is jumping out full on aggro mode, and Philo gets him down. Don't spend time looting now, though, because you guys are getting company from the side, and immediately damage is being done. Bjorn with the nade thrown on in there might just be the kill he needed.
There are 2 games in a row now for Besiktas where you're eliminated in 16th place, Toby. Not what you want to see. Some kills on the board, and Simsy very solid in his performance as an individual there, but the team weren't quite getting it done. Now Gamerlegion starting to work their way around. Bjorn taking a few shots, going to try and get himself meted up, potentially gets a nade in there as well. He's got Fex backing him up, the new player to the team. Fex comes in with a kill. Hamster's gone down as well. Hamster takes down Furex as well, and Seekorg will be out in 15th place. They were out in 14th previously on the last game. It has been a really bad set of games for these guys, and hopefully they can turn things around at the last minute for the final game.
And also, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because you have to sit out. I mean, after this week is all over and done, you have to sit out for a full week. And sure, it's you still get to play the same amount of games, but we want to get off to a good start. Sure, they won. You can argue that things are a little more chaotic and you don't really know what to expect. But coming into tomorrow, hopefully they'll get things going their way despite being on another map. Now T-Bone, he's kind of caught off from his teammates. He was expecting that military circle. Didn't really happen. I guess there's still a very, very small chance that it could shift back south on the next one, but we'll have to wait and see.
He's still a believer. he's
Avangar went 4 guys in 1 boat. They full-on committed to the southern rotation. Now, fortunately, they did get vehicles to drive on back, and now Powerful trying to make their way on through. If they realize there's just 2 guys down here, they might just want to stop, but not going to happen. Norgi, keep on driving. Somehow, Hamster doesn't manage to get the finish of touches on him there, and they'll lift with the scare. New circle pups. South, north. Where are we going? With the way these guys are running, seems like it's going back south. They're like, oh no, back down to the water. I'm not sure, though. But look at how they just turned around, too. Look at how they just 180'd. I think we might just have gone back down south.
Show us the map. We've
got to be. Look at this full-on commit. Look at the rotations. Look at the rotations. This has got to be that one in the light years.
Oh, Fex. Beautiful spray down there. And Gamerlegion, they cannot save their teammate whatsoever here. That's not going to work out. Fex is just tapping away. Bjorn's found one as well. And Gamerlegion are loving life. These circles have helped them just frag out like mad.
This is as troll of a circle as you can possibly get. You get that first one, and that's kind of military, kind of not. Then it goes, okay, we won't go military. But then immediately after, boom, yes, we do. And we haven't even seen the map. There you go. We can see the edge of the circle now. It's pretty much the only place it could go and be military. And guys, it has shifted right back down there.
Anything can happen, and you've got to be ready and waiting for it. And we spoke about Zen's position. It can work out from K2-3, our previous 2nd place, out in 14th.
A little bit of a bittersweet ending there as Mumino gets taken down by his former teammates in Avangar. Spiro spinning out on the bridge. Not a whole lot more he can do, but as you can see right now, Riddle, they try to apply pressure, but they're under tons of it themselves too. LXG trying to hold them off. Last remaining player, Sneaky Slayer, not as sneaky as he probably would want it to be. Applying pressure everywhere with Futbolist making their way in from the back.
He may be taking damage, but he's got also shots coming out towards him as well. It's not just the blue. LXG go down in 13th place, and they've been quite the aggressive team through and through for these first 2 games.
They've been pulling up on compounds. They've been daring. They've been saying, you know what, we gotta show some aggression. They've been all about that. Just haven't really worked out their way. No tag team taken down as well. These circles, I do not blame anyone for getting eliminated at this point. These circles have been oh so rough here in Game 3.
Yeah, I can't even sit there and hate on this because you would have no idea that this was ever going to happen. It was only Gamerlegion's position that helped them so massively there because they managed to take it from both Seekorg and Besiktas and then just watch teams run in front of them and then run back down there like, oh, hi, You're back again. You want to get shot at?
Just goes to show you cannot take anything for granted when it comes to PUBG. Slavey tried to get the finish up on Hickey. Not quite able to pull it off immediately. Now it does catch him out. Nate was thrown as well. Ooh, it does go up the hill though. Slippy has to make the run on off and somehow survives with 19 HP.
My God, that was so close. Slippy Zerg, he's managing to hold on. And once again, the Wildcats, they are just lighting up the scoreboard. These guys are thirsty all day long for blood from whoever comes their way.
They are not afraid to take a fight, that's for sure. Genso was on the shoreline saying, wait, you forgot me, as his teammates take the boat to the water, trying to secure some sort of land on the other side. You see all the smokes thrown down on this side, but Slippy once again with the DMR. So much action applied in Genso. These blue circles are starting to do more damage, and he takes a toll on it.
Do you know what? Slippy, he's got a really good position to play from. He's got huge high ground. But his teammates are also firing onto the Force players down below. And every time he pops up, they don't know where to look or where to turn because it could be coming from anywhere. They're so cautious. And they have to be because this is just dangerous.
Yeah, this is a rough situation to be in. You can see how well Wildcats have split out the way they're positioning themselves right now. Insidegames now taking casualties too. Everyone under pressure from the north. But it's not going to matter because look at this circle. South, south, and south is where we go.
And if you're one of these other teams trying to cross it, you're not going to get across the bridge. You got to get your cars and send it straight into the water and then swim your little legs away.
Yeah, this ain't going to be easy at all. Phosphor trying to make the run up the hill. Him and Salters have to do something from this position. No boats to be played around. Nothing there at all. And ANLL will have to, well, somehow get up here and figure out with his teammates. Okay, so what do we do here? Because if we just start swimming now, Force is just going to run up on the shoreline and shoot us. So we need to somehow kill them and also get across.
Well, we need a home. They're starting to make their rotation in. Avangar, you can see on the scoreboard, fragging out as well. And they found we need a home. The car gets blown to smithereens, and Snoopy sees it as a golden opportunity to wreck face a little bit further here. They're already up at 6 kills, and they've managed to keep 3 players still alive.
We need a home taken down. Lipson said, Snoopy, you ain't getting this kill. We'll go down to the circle instead. Zoekt Een Naam, they're on the right side of the water, sure, but as you can see here, they do not have a whole lot of cover to play around. Salters in the blue has to make that run on up, and it's not going to be easy because as we all know, as you guys most likely know at least, once you're in that water, there's no healing, there's no med in the blue, you're just swimming until you die.
It's all going to come down to timing and how they want to approach this cross.
In all fairness, though, there is 8 teams remaining, so he has made his way into placement points. Ooh, do you want to shoot? Do you not? He doesn't shoot. I can respect that. He want to wait for them to be in the water and then make that run on up and maybe start shoot while they're in the water. Sure, you ain't going to get placements off of it, potentially, but you can run up and you can see if you can kill them in the water. That's going to be free kills for you. And look at Broxel. They're doing the same thing here. They're just getting over on this side. And believe me, once they're on the shore, they'll be looking around the backside to see if anyone's coming from the water. They have to.
You got to have that patient trigger finger every step of the way. And that's exactly what Zolters is trying to pull off here. Now, admittedly, the team, they got 3 kills up on the board. He's going to try and rotate in. He's going to have to work his meds the best way he can. He's been the last one to decide to go for the swim across. Gets himself one more attempt at medding up, and then he's just going to have to go straight in. But so much damage is going to be done, and it's going to be very rough for him. Maybe he just tries to pick some of these Istanbul Wildcat players off if he can.
I think Kurturkin, as I now call him, played it really smart. You can see him on the shoreline. He took one for the team, saying, you know what, I heard the vehicle above me. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to shoot at the guy to take him down. Unfortunately, as you can see, it is pretty hard to spot players through the blue zone now, the way they change things. Hopefully for him, he'll not be able to get him down. Or hopefully for Wildcats, I guess you should say. And Kurturkin, sitting down here, just trying to heal on up. He's going to be able to nade up the hill now, too.
Definitely asking how I say Kurturkin every time now.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
I like what you've done there. It's not as bad as I first thought.
Kurturkin.
Ooh, that was nearly on the money. Nade's going up and Force. They got to be so careful. He's trying to get the meds off. The blue is doing so much damage, and he's going to be hungry for Kurturkin's life. Zolta's trying to spot him out here, but so much damage being done. He gets finished off there because the zone got him. That's an extra kill point for Force, but that's all they're going to get away with here.
Yeah, gets himself one. Ooh, just exactly gets up one more first there, too. Is it going to be enough for Slippy to go down? Because if Slippy does go down, that's actually going to be him securing himself one more placement point. Might not have gotten himself the kill, but as you can see, he's in all kinds of trouble, and Slippy might just want to drown this one out because Broxel and Ghost Star ain't going to be living and having it. And he's, yeah, there you go. Salters got himself one more placement point off of managing to stay alive on the hilltop on the other side. So even though it's a rough coming, he did manage to pull it off. And I think we're down to, if not no, then very few meds remaining. So he's probably just going to be tanking down up for as long as he can.
Hey, he already gained a few places and points, and he's got the kills. This is the best he could have done from this position. And look, he's going down for more meds. I respect this fully.
And this is what I'm talking about. If you can take these 0-point games and just get 3-4 points, there you go. Headshot towards him. Not a whole lot more you could do there. But I mean, he got 3 points off of that.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot more you can expect. And now we got 16 players live at 20 minutes. This is normally where we start losing our first 2 or 3 players. Honestly, 20-minute mark, we normally have like 9, 10, maybe even 11 teams live.
You can see why I love this so much.
This was a brutal, brutal circle.
The players hate me for saying it, but I know. It's all about the entertainment, and this is what it delivers.
We say it all the time. The worse the conditions for the player, the better content.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's the case.
But it also shows that who can stand strong in these awful conditions, right? When it does get to these circles where it's so hard, it's so difficult to work the advantage on. And Avangar, they're up there with 3 players left alive. Zen have got 2, Powerful have got 2, Futbolist with 1, and BCGG, he's just trying to hold on. He's going to get found, and they're going to go out in 6th position. Northern Lights find the kill.
Northern Lights never fully committed to cross the bridge. Avangar full-on committed south, and then when they had to go back north, and they almost committed to going all the way up there, they were like, oh, I guess we're just going back down around and making our way towards the shoreline. Still 3 guys alive. They won the previous game, and oh, Max is so wish he would have landed that one.
Snoopy could be being found here by the Gamerlegion players, though. Avangar able to provide some cover fire for him. Snoopy still gets away with one. Absolutely huge. Avangar on the money, on the mark. Gamerlegion getting ripped apart, and they are going to be going home real soon.
So damn clutch that Snoopy called that one out. He hurt them over the hilltop. He prone down. He got spotted out, and he had his teammate there to help him. Really, really smart split. And not only was it good positioning, but they landed the shots needed to pull it off. Really impressive play, and this is just absolutely insanely played by them.
That was brilliant. Impeccable teamwork coming out from Avangar.
It's so hard to base these 1-1 splits the way that they did here, because you're really relying on that one guy to land the shots needed. But that just goes to show the confidence they have in each other, and they're full on team, and they'll take those fights when they need to. And now that allowed for them to push around the north side.
Confidence is a hell of a drug, and that drug is working overtime for Avangar right now. They've got the vehicles. They've got a good position to fight from. Powerful find themselves going down. Northern Lights get them, but 5th place is more than respectable.
So you got Zoekt Een Naam in here. They won game 1. You got Avangar in here. They won game 2. Now you have Gamerlegion up in the mix as well. Makan trying to see if he can land some shots from behind the side, but it's not going to be easy. 1v2 Maxis all knows what tree he's behind. That nade is going to come in real soon.
This 2-2 split never worked out for Gamerlegion because Avangar just went on the hunt. They found them, and that's another game with 10 kills. Avangar back doing what we know they can do best here, and that is ripping teams apart with the pure dominance and skill.
They had 12 kills last game, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them getting a few more before they either go down or win this one. Northern Lights, the military team to beat, still 4 guys alive, and they're going to be putting up a fight too. We saw them do extremely well in group stages in phase 1. And I'm expecting them to be able to put up a good fight here. 4 guys alive, haven't really been forced into too many fights so far. So Kevlar, Helmet should still be good. And should they get knocked, should only be that first or maybe second for some of them timer that shouldn't stress out the fight too much.
And Zen can just chill from this spot, right?
That's what they've been doing today.
They're just like, okay, we've got a win already. We've had some good games, and now it's time for us to just sit back.
So game 1, Zoekt Een Naam were sitting in that compound up north for a while.
Yep.
That gave them a good position. That's why they only got 4 kills in the end of it, because they're a team that can go aggressive. Like they can press that button and go out and farm kills when they want to. Game 2, they got those yellow houses, and I believe it was actually Vasco and T-Bone as well. They've just been ultimately magneting the circles today. And well, I mean, it's been paying off so far. Now they might not get the next circle, but at least a top 3 placement here. They can be very, very satisfied with that. That's why they added T-Bone, the circle magnet, you know?
Thing is, right, so we spoke about T-Bone quite a lot in phase 1. If just his individual ability that he was able to deliver for his team at the time, it was a lot of the long-range kind of shots he was able to pull off. He was such a damage dealer at times. So adding him to this lineup is a scary factor considering how strong Zen was initially anyway.
I mean, Vasco is a beast with a bold action. Having T-Bone in there to add to the mix with the DMR as well, that's going to be that headshot that could have been, might be a body shot for Vasco, and then T-Bone is there to tap stab away and get the knock in. That's a really, really deadly combo. Now, the circle does go away from the compound, goes over towards the east, and Avangar seemingly is going to be the first team to move.
Supply drop coming
in the middle of the road, please. Just have teams go for it. Like nah, that ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Now, Avangar and Northern Lights very close to each other here. And there's actually one supply drop just behind Maxazor there as well, which actually is something he could maybe risk. It's not maybe worthwhile.
Yeah, it's going to be a dangerous one. They know they're 3 alive. There's only 6 up. The amount of time you spend with your gun away trying to loot that other one, it could be the time that it takes an opponent to kill you. T-Bone and Vasco, they have committed to the crossover, and they're going for the shack, and it might come to cost them.
Yeah, Snoopy knows exactly what's just happened. He couldn't maybe land the shots at the time, but there are so many little gaps to be shot at here. Yeah. And with the high ground, there we go. Maxazor, T-Bone pops out, and instantly his head's getting ripped straight off. Vasco now, even trying to get inside, it's going to be difficult to kind of get his teammate back up because they're starting to push on it. But Northern Lights, they hear what's going on. And Noctiv, he's found himself headshotted out, knocked down. And Northern Lights, if they wanted to, with a 1-man advantage and a now knocked player, they could try and send for this.
When talking about some of the top bold action players in the game, Maxazor is very often heard on that list, and he shows right there how insanely dangerous he is with the snipers. Now, Perfectix, good position up here. I don't think that Zoekt Een Naam even knows that he's up there. Now they might just, though. That nade thrown in, trying to throw it through the window. It's a small gap to throw in. Vasco gonna throw in and return up towards it.
Luckily, he's able to escape the clutches of the dangerous grenades going out, but Zen, they're pinned down completely by both teams, but Avangar, they need to watch out for Northern Lights. Maxazor finds himself getting headshot down again. Northern Lights are delivering it, and they're looking to wipe out Avangar here and now. It's a very dangerous fight. Avangar go down in 3rd place, and that's 9 kills now on the board for the Northern Lights.
We land military, and this island is ours. That's what they're trying to say right now. Zoekt Een Naam, 2 guys alive, but that's going to be no much longer for them. 11 kills and a win. The military team to beat. They're still down there, and they just got the